Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Emma English Talks. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy you're here today. We have a fun topic that everyone can use in daily life.
Hi, Emma, and hello, everyone. It's always great to be back. Today, we're talking about something very common and useful. How to answer the question, what did you do yesterday?
That's right, Jack. People ask this question all the time when chatting with friends, classmates, coworkers, or family members. So it's a great way to start a natural conversation.
I completely agree. So, Emma, let me ask you first, what did you do yesterday? I'm curious because you always seem to have an interesting story to share with us.
Well, yesterday was quite busy for me. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got out of bed right away, and started my day feeling fresh and full of energy.
6 o'clock? Wow, that's earlier than me. After you woke up and got ready for the day, what was the very first thing you decided to do?
The first thing I did was make myself a nice hot cup of coffee. Then I cooked a simple but delicious breakfast, and the smell made me feel hungry right away.
That sounds wonderful. Fresh coffee and a tasty breakfast are a perfect way to begin the day. I think our listeners can already imagine that cozy morning.
It really was a lovely morning, Jack. After making breakfast, I ate eggs and toast. It was a simple meal, but it tasted great and gave me plenty of energy. That sounds delicious. And I noticed you used made and ate. Those are excellent past tense verbs. They change completely, so they're important to remember. Exactly. They're irregular verbs, which means they don't just add ed. For example, today I eat breakfast, but yesterday I ate breakfast. Simple and very useful.
That's a perfect example. Learning grammar through real stories makes everything easier to understand and remember. So, what did you do after breakfast, Emma?
After breakfast, I walked to the beautiful park near my house. The weather was sunny and comfortable, and the fresh air made the whole morning feel peaceful.
That sounds wonderful. I know that park, and it's a great place to relax. Did you go by yourself, or did you meet a friend there along the way?
I went alone, but the park was full of people enjoying the day. I listened to music, watched families having fun, and enjoyed the calm atmosphere.
That sounds so relaxing. I also noticed you said walked and listened. Those are regular verbs because we simply add ed to make the past tense.
That's right. It's one of the easiest grammar rules to learn. I stayed at the park for about an hour, then I headed home because I still had work to finish.
Work on a day like that? Emma, you were enjoying a perfect morning, and then suddenly reality appeared and reminded you about your responsibilities.
You always say I'm busy, Jack, but yesterday wasn't too bad. I just did some light cleaning, organized a few things, and made my kitchen look much nicer. That sounds productive. You cleaned the kitchen and washed the dishes, right? Those are great examples of regular past tense verbs that learners hear every day. Exactly. Cleaned and washed are simple, regular verbs, and finishing those chores felt wonderful. I love the feeling of walking into a clean, tidy house.
I know that feeling. A clean home somehow makes everything feel calmer. So tell me, what did you do after you finished all your cleaning and organizing?
In the afternoon, I visited my friend Sarah. We sat together, drank hot teas, shared stories, and talked for such a long time that we completely lost track of time.
That sounds like a perfect afternoon. Sarah is always fun to talk to, and spending hours chatting with a good friend can make the whole day feel special.
Absolutely. We talked about our families, our work, and our plans for the weekend. We laughed a lot and enjoyed catching up after being busy for weeks.
That sounds great. But I have one important question. Did you and Sarah speak English, or did you switch to another language at some point?
We spoke English the whole time. It was excellent speaking practice for both of us, and we learned a few new expressions during our conversation too.
That's fantastic. Now it's my turn to share my story. My day was very different from yours because I had a much slower and more relaxing schedule.
Oh, now I'm curious. Tell us everything, Jack. What happened yesterday, and how did you spend your day from morning until the evening? Well, unlike you, I didn't wake up at 6 o'clock. I stayed in bed until 9, enjoyed the extra sleep, and honestly, it felt absolutely amazing. That extra sleep sounds wonderful, Jack. Sometimes our bodies really need more rest, especially after a busy week, so I completely understand your decision.
Exactly. I felt much more refreshed when I finally got up. Instead of making coffee, I prepared a large cup of green tea because that's my favorite morning drink.
Green tea is a great choice. It's light, healthy, and relaxing. Did you also cook breakfast, or were you still enjoying your slow and peaceful morning?
I kept things simple and easy. I ate a fresh banana and a bowl of yogurt, so breakfast took only a few minutes and gave me enough energy for the day.
That sounds healthy and practical. Sometimes the simplest breakfasts are the best. What did you do after eating and finishing your cup of green tea?
After breakfast, I sat by the window and read a chapter from a new mystery book that I've been enjoying recently. The story became more exciting with every page.
That sounds interesting. I love getting lost in a good book. What's the story about? And what makes it so exciting that you keep turning the pages?
It's about a clever detective in London who is trying to solve a difficult mystery. Every chapter reveals something new, so I always want to read more.
That sounds like a great book. And everyone, notice the verb read. The spelling stays the same, but the pronunciation changes between present and past tense. That's right. Today I read a book, and yesterday I read a book. It can be confusing at first, but you'll get used to it with practice. Excellent example, Jack. Real conversations make grammar much easier to remember. So, what happened after you finished reading your mystery book?
After reading, I decided to get some exercise in my living room because I had been sitting for a while and wanted to move my body a little more.
Good idea. Staying active is important. Now I'm curious again. Did you do some yogas, lift weights, follow a workout video, or try something different?
Yoga sounds like a great choice, Jack. Just 30 minutes of stretching can make a huge difference, and it's a wonderful way to relax and feel healthier.
It really helped me. My back felt much better afterward, and I had more energy for the rest of the day. Honestly, I should practice yoga more often.
I think many of us say that. So, after your workout, what did you do for lunch? I'm guessing you were probably feeling pretty hungry by then.
You're absolutely right. I didn't feel like cooking, so I ordered food from my favorite local Italian restaurant, and it arrived at my door surprisingly fast.
That sounds delicious already. Italian food is always tempting. What did you order, and was it one of your usual favorites from the menu?
I ordered a large plate of pasta with rich tomato sauce. It smelled amazing when it arrived, and the first bite was even better than I expected. Now you're making me hungry. Let me guess, the food was so good that you finished every single bite without leaving anything on the plate. That's exactly what happened. It was so delicious that I couldn't stop eating, and before I knew it, the entire plate had completely disappeared.
I don't blame you at all. A great pasta dish is hard to resist. Italian food has a way of making people smile with every bite they take.
I completely agree. After lunch, I wanted to relax, so I sat on the couch and watched a funny movie that happened to be on television.
That sounds like a perfect afternoon. Did the movie keep you entertained? Or was it one of those comedies that makes you laugh from beginning to end?
Oh, I laughed a lot. It was a classic comedy from the 1990s, and the jokes were so good that I kept laughing throughout the whole movie.
That's wonderful. Comedies are perfect for lazy afternoons because they help you relax, forget stress, and simply enjoy yourself for a while.
That sounds like a wonderful afternoon, Jack. After the movie ended, did you do anything else? Or did you spend the rest of the day relaxing at home?
Actually, after the movie, I called my brother and had a nice conversation with him. We don't talk every day, so it was great to catch up for a while.
That's lovely. Family conversations are always special. How is your brother doing these days, and did you have enough time to talk about everything? He's doing really well, thanks for asking. We talked for about 20 minutes, but he was busy at work, so we promised to talk longer another day. That's still nice. And everyone listening noticed the verbs called and talked. They're excellent examples of regular past tense verbs used naturally.
Thank you, Emma. The more you listen and practice every day, the easier these verbs become. Little by little, speaking English starts to feel natural.
And if you're enjoying this episode of Emma English Talks, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend.
Yes, and if you're still listening right now, write yesterday in the comments below. We'd love to know who stayed with us until this point.
Before we continue our stories, I have some exciting news for everyone. Many listeners have been asking us about our new Emma English Talks community.
Oh, now you've got my attention. Everyone has been talking about it lately, and I'm sure our listeners are curious to hear the latest update.
Well, we're opening the first group today. We want people to practice English together, ask questions, make friends, and support each other's learning journey.
That's fantastic news. Building a friendly community can help learners stay motivated, practice more often, and feel confident using English every day.
Exactly. We're inviting people gradually so everything stays organized, but everyone will have a chance to join and participate very soon. I love that idea. And I heard the Emma English Talks, so learners can practice conversations whenever they want. That's right. We'll share all the details and information soon, and we can't wait to read everyone's comments and hear your thoughts about it.
Wonderful. Now let's return to our stories about yesterday. Emma, I'm curious again. What did you do yesterday evening after such a busy day?
Yesterday evening, I cooked dinner for my family and made a large pot of chicken and vegetable soup. Everyone loved it so much that there was nothing left.
That sounds warm and comforting. A bowl of homemade soup is perfect after a long day. Did you relax with some television after dinner, Emma?
Actually, I didn't watch TV. Instead, I listened to an interesting history podcast because I enjoy learning new things while relaxing in the evening.
History podcasts? That sounds very smart and productive. Most people watch shows, but you spend your evenings learning about the past.
Well, I find it relaxing. After listening for a while, I went to bed around 10 o'clock and slept peacefully through the entire night.
That's great. Everyone, notice the irregular verb slept. The present form is sleep, but the past form changes completely to slept.
Exactly. Now it's your turn, Jack. What did you do last night? Did you stay home or did you go somewhere interesting with friends? I stayed home and invited a friend over for dinner. We wanted a relaxing evening together, so we decided not to go out anywhere. That sounds fun. Did you cook something special for your guest? Or did you choose an easier option after your relaxing afternoon?
To be honest, we didn't cook at all. We ordered hamburgers and french fries because yesterday was definitely my lazy cooking day.
There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone deserves a break sometimes. What did you and your friend do after finishing your delicious dinner?
After eating, we played a video game together. My friend won the first round, which was frustrating, but I won the second game.
That's the best kind of competition because both people get a chance to celebrate. I bet the evening was full of laughter and excitement.
It really was. My friend left around 9 o'clock, and after that, I brushed my teeth, put on my pajamas, and went straight to bed.
Excellent. You used both regular and irregular verbs naturally. That's a great way to practice English by simply describing your day step by step.
Exactly. Let's help our listeners now. A short answer could be, I went to work and relaxed at home. Simple, clear, and natural.
And a longer answer could be, yesterday I cleaned my room, met a friend for lunch, and spent the evening reading a good book.
Wait a second, Emma. Earlier I almost said, I cleaned my room yesterday. But the correct past tense is, I cleaned my room.
Wait a second, Emma. Earlier I almost said I cleaned my room yesterday. But the correct past tense is I cleaned my room.
Before we finish, remember that negative sentences use didn't plus the base verb, like I didn't watch TV or I didn't go shopping.
Exactly. We never say didn't watched or didn't went. The verb stays in its basic form because didn't already shows the past tense. And when asking questions, we start with did, like, did you watch the game yesterday? That's simple, useful, and very common English.
Let's practice with a few more questions, Jack. Did you study another language yesterday? Or did you focus only on English during your free time?
I didn't study another language yesterday, but I spent some time reviewing English expressions. Learning languages is fun because there's always something new.
That's true. Learning a language can feel like opening a door to a whole new world. Did you buy anything online yesterday, Jack?
No, I didn't buy anything online. I wanted to save some money, so I stayed away from shopping websites and avoided temptation.
That's a smart decision. Saving money is never a bad idea. Let me ask another question. Did you drink coffee at all yesterday?
No, I didn't drink any coffee. As I mentioned earlier, I only drank green tea, and it gave me enough energy for the entire day.
I remember that now. Did you listen to any music while relaxing at home, or were you busy with other things throughout the day?
Yes, I did. I listened to some smooth jazz music while reading and relaxing. It created a peaceful atmosphere and helped me feel calm.
Jazz is wonderful. It can make an ordinary room feel elegant and cozy, almost like you're sitting in a beautiful restaurant.
Exactly. Music changes the mood completely. By the way, did your family help you with dinner yesterday, or did you do everything yourself? They didn't help me cook, but they helped clean the table afterward. That made things easier, and I appreciated their support very much.
That's still great teamwork. Small acts of help can make a big difference, especially after preparing a meal for the whole family.
Absolutely. Now let's imagine a different situation. If yesterday had been rainy, I could say, "It rained all day, so I stayed inside."
That's a perfect example. Both reigned and stayed are regular verbs, and they sound very natural when talking about past experiences.
And if someone had a difficult day, they could say, "I lost my keys and missed my bus." That would be a very frustrating morning.
Definitely. Lost is an irregular verb from lose, while missed is regular. We use these past tense verbs all the time in daily life.
What about a busy workday? Someone could say, "I answered emails, attended meetings, and finished an important project before going home."
That's a great example. Connecting actions together makes your story sound smooth, natural, and much more interesting to listen to.
Yesterday, I also spent some time in my garden. I watered my plants, checked my tomatoes, and enjoyed being outside in the fresh air.
That sounds wonderful. Gardening is relaxing and rewarding because you can actually watch things grow day by day right in front of you.
I really enjoy it. The tomatoes are growing quickly now, and it's exciting to see the progress every time I walk into the garden. You have such a healthy and active style, Emma. Between gardening, cooking, and learning, your days are always full of good habits.
Thank you, Jack. But your day sounded relaxing and enjoyable too. We had different schedules, yet both of us had a very nice day.
I agree completely. And now it's time for our listeners to practice. Friends, here's our question for you. Did you study English yesterday?
We hope your answer was yes, but if it wasn't, that's perfectly fine because you're practicing English with us right now, and every little step matters.
Exactly. Learning a language takes time, patience, and consistency. Even a few minutes of practice each day can help you improve more than you expect.
Before we finish, let me ask you one more question, Jack. Did you watch any interesting movies or television shows yesterday evening?
Actually, I didn't watch any shows at all. I preferred reading a good book, relaxing quietly, and giving my eyes a break from screens.
That sounds like a peaceful evening. Reading before bed is a great habit because it helps your mind slow down and prepare for sleep naturally.
I completely agree. After a busy day, reading helps me relax and forget about stress. It's one of my favorite ways to end the evening.
What about staying in touch with family and friends? Did you send any messages or text anyone before going to sleep last night?
Yes, I did. I texted my sister to wish her a good night. She lives in another city, so we try to stay connected regularly. That's very thoughtful. And everyone, notice the verb texted. It's a modern regular verb that we use all the time in everyday conversations.
Exactly. Today I text my sister, and yesterday I texted my sister. Technology keeps giving us new words to use in English.
It really does. Language changes with the world around us, and new words quickly become part of our daily conversations and grammar patterns.
Well, Emma, we've shared many stories today, practiced lots of useful past tense verbs, and hopefully helped our listeners feel more confident.
I had a wonderful time. Learning through real conversations is much more enjoyable than memorizing long grammar rules from a textbook.
I agree completely. Stories make grammar feel natural because you're learning how people actually speak instead of only studying rules and formulas.
That's one of the goals of Emma English Talks. We want learning English to feel easy, practical, enjoyable, and us-eful in everyday life.
If you enjoyed spending time with us today, don't forget to subscribe, support the channel, and share this episode with another English learner.
And please leave a comment below. We love reading your messages, hearing about your progress, and learning more about your English journey.
Thank you so much for joining us on Emma English Talks today. Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.